For those of you who don't know, I didn't grow up Muslim. My path to Islam was not a straight one, nor was it without struggles. I grew up in a different faith, with different beliefs. I spent much of my life trying to find purpose and meaning and fulfillment in things that truly didn't satisfy my soul. I sought answers in many places, from philosophy to various religions, but I always felt like something was missing. Like I was searching for something, but I couldn't find it. Then, alhamdulillah, I found Islam. All praises to Allah, I found Islam. Becoming a Muslim was transformative. It was a truly transformative experience for me. It was as if the pieces of my life suddenly clicked into place. The clarity, the peace, the deep sense of profound purpose that I found in Islam are incredible. But this journey hasn't been without struggles. There have been moments when I felt lost, confused, and isolated. As a revert, someone who became Muslim, I often felt like an outsider in my Muslim community, unsure of how I can contribute to the ummah. It wasn't just the struggle of learning to live Islam. There was also the internal struggle of knowing that I was still at the beginning of my journey, and that I had found something where there was so much to learn. When I first became Muslim, I didn't have a deep knowledge of the Quran or Sunnah. I wasn't raised with the understanding and the etiquettes of prayer, fasting, or even the basic rules of the deen or dealing with people. In the beginning, I felt overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information, by the fact that there were so many Muslim voices out there with so much more experience and knowledge than me. For a long time, I wrestled with the idea of sharing my story, or my little knowledge that I had with others. Who would even listen to me? What could I possibly have to offer? There are already so many scholars, speakers, and content creators in the Muslim world. I questioned my qualifications, my abilities, and whether I had the right to even speak about Islam at all. But it was during these moments of doubt and hesitation that I realized something profound. My story is unique, and all of ours are. And my story can help others, so can yours. There are many people out there who are on their own journey to Islam, or are considering embracing Islam. And if I can offer something that can make their path a little easier, a little clearer, then perhaps I have the responsibility to do so. I also realize that no one's journey to Islam is the same. My struggles, my reflections, and my experiences as a revert could be valuable to others who are going through similar things, or who are simply trying to find their way. The reality is that we all have something to share, whether we've been Muslim for decades or whether we've just embraced the faith. And after much reflection and prayer, I decided to take the leap. I decided to share my story, my learning, and the insights that I've gained with the world through a YouTube channel dedicated to providing authentic, inshallah, Islamic content. This decision wasn't made lightly, and it has taken me a long time to get there, but now, alhamdulillah, I am ready to step out in faith and begin this new chapter. Today, I am sharing something very, very special with you, the launch of my Islamic YouTube channel as a revert. The reason so many people, including myself, feel a sense of overwhelm in life is because we're often not taking the time to pause and reflect. You might be going through life with so many responsibilities, challenges, and constantly being pulled in different directions. But how do you find true peace in the midst of all of this? This is a paradox, and it's one of the hardest things to understand when you're trying to find your way and stay true to your beliefs in the midst of life's hustles. But the good news is there's a way forward. As someone who's navigated this journey myself, I can tell you that there's something I've learned that has made all the difference. It's not about following trends or doing what everyone else is doing. It's about reconnecting with the spiritual practice that grounds you, that reminds you of your purpose. This is what I've taken on for myself. This hidden strength has helped me stay centered and focused no matter what is happening around me. So in this video, I'm going to break this all down. This is the simple yet powerful path that's guided me in finding peace and strength as I embrace my new faith. By the way, I am John, and as a revert, I found peace and purpose through Islam. And this practicing is what transformed my life. All right, let's dive in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, I stand before you today filled with gratitude and excitement and even a bit of nervousness as I announce something that my heart has been leaning towards for a long time, something that I've been thinking about, praying about, preparing for, and by Allah's grace, I'm finally ready to take the first step forward, the launch of my Islamic YouTube channel. So as someone who embraced Islam later in life, it is early on in this channel here that I want to tell you this journey has not been easy. It has been full of challenges, self-doubt, and fears, but also immense growth, joy, and fulfillment. When I first became Muslim, I never could have imagined that I would one day be standing here, sitting here, sharing my story with this Islamic content to the world. But alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made this possible for me. And today I want to share with you why I've decided to take this leap, how I got here, and what you can expect from this channel. Now, this is not just a personal milestone for me. This is a step towards moving forward in my journey of growth and moving forward in service to this beautiful deen. I'm not just creating a YouTube channel for the sake of creating content. I'm creating it because I feel a deep calling to share what I've learned, to help others in their journey, and to continue learning alongside of all of you, inshallah. And so I want to invite you to join me on this journey as we grow together and learn from one another. Make sure to subscribe. You might be wondering, why choose YouTube as the platform to share Islamic knowledge? Why not write a blog or create a podcast? This is very simple. YouTube is a powerful tool for connection. It's a platform that allows me not only to speak directly to an audience, but also engage with you in a visual and personal way. As a revert, I've seen how difficult it can be to access authentic, accessible Islamic content. Often, when I first embraced Islam, I felt overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information and the different interpretations of Islam available online. While there is much good out there, there is also much confusion, and the noise can sometimes drown out the truth. I want this channel to be a place of clarity, a place where anyone, regardless of their background or experience, can come to get and find reliable, authentic Islamic content that helps them grow in their faith. I'm not going to be talking as a scholar. I'm going to be talking as my personal experiences. I want to focus on topics that are particularly relevant to reverts, new Muslims, or anyone feeling disconnected, even if you're born into Islam. If you feel unsure, I remember how difficult it was in the early days, trying to figure out how to pray properly, how to learn Arabic phrases, understanding the Quran, navigating the sometimes overwhelming pressure to be perfect as a new Muslim. But I realized that Islam isn't about perfection. Growth and striving to be better for the sake of Allah is what's important, and that is the message that I want to share, that we are all on a journey. And it's okay to stumble along that way, as long as we can continue moving forward, seeking Allah's mercy and His guidance. The decision to start this channel wasn't about creating videos. It was about creating a space where we can all feel supported and encouraged in our individual journeys, a space where we can ask questions, explore topics, and learn together. So what can you expect from this YouTube channel? The answer is simple. Sincerity, authenticity, a communication platform, and commitment from everybody sharing beneficial knowledge, inshallah. And as I've already mentioned, my focus will be on providing content that is especially for reverts, relevant to reverts and to new Muslims, but I also hope that it will be beneficial to all Muslims. Here are a few things that you can expect from this channel. Personal reflections and revert stories. I will share my own story, my own journey to Islam, and the lessons that I've learned along the way, and that will be coming up. I believe that personal stories can be a powerful tool for connection, and I hope that my experiences will resonate with others, with those who are either new to the faith or are still on their journey. Islamic basics and essentials. As someone who started with little to no knowledge of Islam, I thought Islam was a place. That's how much information I had. I understood the importance of having access to reliable and easy to understand resources. I plan to create content that breaks down the basics of Islam, the 5 pillars, the fundamentals of prayer, fasting, zakat, and more, so that new Muslims don't feel overwhelmed and can learn at their own pace. Reflections on the Quran and Sunnah. I want to create videos that help people connect more deeply with the Quran and the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. These reflections will not only focus on the spiritual aspects, but also aim to apply the teachings of Islam to our daily lives. I want to make it easy for others to see how the Quran and Sunnah can guide us through the modern world. Also, navigating challenges of being a revert. As reverts, we face unique challenges that other Muslims may not always understand. And if you know, you know. I want to create a space where the challenges can be discussed openly. From dealing with family members who don't understand the new faith, to navigating social situations where you feel like an outsider. I want to promote and support advice for those who may be struggling. A Q&A community. This channel is not about me speaking to you. I want to hear from you. I want to answer your questions, address your concerns, and create a community where we can learn together. There's the comment section, and there'll be other things that I'll be putting up to allow for this. Inshallah, through Q&A sessions, live, YouTube lives, the comments, and all these discussions, we're going to be supporting one another. I want to be honest with you. Even now, I still feel the weight of doubt sometimes, and I still wonder if I'm ready to take on this responsibility. But I also know that these doubts are part of the process, and you guys may be feeling something similar. They are the whispers of the shaitan, trying to make us question ourselves and our intentions. And I know that the only way to overcome them is to take action, step forward in faith, and keep moving forward, trusting that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide us along the way. The journey of being a revert is not easy. It is filled with challenges, internal struggles, and moments of doubt. But it is also filled with beautiful growth and a deep sense of fulfillment. And there is the hereafter. There is the next life. And I know that I am not alone in this journey. Many of you have your own struggles, your own doubts, and your own dreams. But the beautiful thing about Islam is that we're never alone. We have the Quran, the Sunnah, the support of the wider Muslim community to guide us. We have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first and foremost. He is closer to us than his jugular vein, and I hope that through this YouTube channel I can offer a small part of supporting you in this journey. When I think about the decision to start this channel, I think about how far I've come, alhamdulillah. Not perfect, many mistakes, many mistakes, and how much further I still have to go. I think about all of the amazing Muslims excuse me. the ones who have inspired me, the family and friends that have guided me even when I felt lost. They have inspired me to continue to learn, and I want to share with you what I know and keep striving for Allah's pleasure. Now, I know it's my turn to give back. So, as I embark on this journey, I ask for your support and your du'as. Your prayers are incredibly supportive and important to me, as they will help me stay grounded, humble, and focused on the true purpose of this channel. Now, I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not doing this for recognition. I'm doing this because I believe this is my duty as a Muslim. We all have this duty in our own ways. And as someone who has been blessed with the gift of Islam, I want to share this with others. So, if you find value in this content, if you feel that this is a place for you, I want you to share it. If you have questions or feedback, don't hesitate to reach out. This is a two-way conversation, and I'm excited to learn from you as much as I hope that you will learn from me. Islam is a community effort, and I hope that this channel becomes a space where we can grow, reflect, and support each other in our faith. I want to remind myself, and I want to remind all of you of something important. This is just the beginning. Starting this YouTube channel is a big step, but it's not the final goal. The goal is to continue learning, to continue growing, and sharing what we have learned for the sake of Allah. I'm not an expert. I don't have all the answers, and I don't claim to know everything. But I am committed to providing content that is grounded and authentically based with sincerity, and I ask that you walk this journey with me. So I pray that this channel serves as a means of benefit for everyone who watches, whether you are a revert or a born Muslim, or simply someone who is curious about Islam. My hope is that through this platform, we can grow in our understanding of this beautiful faith, strengthen our connection with Allah, and live lives that reflect the true spirit of Islam. So as I prepare to launch this channel, I ask you for your support, your patience, and your du'as. I ask that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us success in our endeavors and guides us along the straight path. And I pray that, inshallah, this channel becomes a source of light and guidance for us all. Ameen. You may see other snippets of other types of stuff on this channel here and there. But thank you for being part of this journey. I look forward to sharing this experience with all of you, and I pray that we grow together in our love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Jazakumullahu khairan. Jazakumullahu khairan. And may Allah bless you all. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.